Welcome back to Fairfield Today. I'm Sherry Russo, and we're on the stage here at the Wagner Theatre in Brazy Hall at Ohio University Lancaster, where we're on the set of The Producers. And joining me now is OUL Development Director Mandi Custer and OUL Promise Lives Campaign Chair Steve Wells. Welcome to both of you.
Sure.
Mandi, first tell me a little bit about how what the Promise Lives campaign is and how it relates to the theater.
The Promise Lives campaign is a $450 million campaign for Ohio University. Now we do have our own local goal. $450 million is a institutional goal, and our goal here on the Lancaster campus is $3.5 million. And with that $3.5 million, we are planning for the future of the Lancaster campus and the Pickerington Center.
Okay, so what about the Wagner Theatre? How does that play into that campaign?
One of our 4 priorities is arts and culture, and of course Wagner Theatre plays into that just perfectly. When we first came on, this place was kind of just an empty space, nobody in the chairs except if we had a visiting conference come into town, and Victor came on board. We started to get more people interested in the theater. We started to fill the seats for the theater productions, and our dean said, this is a priority. Our community and our students really want this. So we're raising money to, this theater was built in the late 60s, and it's time to bring it up to 2013.
Okay, Steve, you're the chair of the Promise Lives campaign, and you've kind of been fundamental in developing a concert series that happens here on the Wagner Theatre stage. So tell us about that.
Well, it's one of the many components, Sherry, of the campaign, and really just trying, as Mandi said, trying to utilize this theater, this space, trying to help make the Lancaster campus more a central part of the community. So with the success of the Lancaster Festival, I've been involved with the Lancaster Festival for a lot of years, and we thought we could collaborate, and we've done that. We've had 2 shows in here. Jason Isbell and Amanda Shires was the first. They're both getting all kinds of attention right now, you know, on shows like NPR and New York Times articles. Wall Street Journal had a thing about Amanda just last week. Then we had a performer from Chicago named Joe Pug. David Mayfield Parade is next. So we're just trying to engage people with the university of all ages, young and old alike, and utilize the resources here, have some fun, have some excitement and some energy here on the campus as a way to further what we're trying to do with this great resource we have right here in Lancaster.
And so people may not have heard of some of those artists you're talking about, but the idea behind this is to bring up-and-coming artists to this stage, right?
Yes, it really is. And, you know, the cost of entertainers is not inexpensive. So we're trying to, you know, work within a budget and what we can raise some money for and sell tickets for. And at the same time have this idea of discovery. So maybe learning about a new artist or coming. And it's not just music. You know, there have been lectures, and you've talked to Victor about the plays, certainly lectures and conferences and intellectually stimulating things here in the theater and on campus that we want to try to promote and help and try to have as resources here in Lancaster and in the community.
Mandi, you said this theater was built in the 1960s at some point. So what work needs to be done to it to make it a better venue for these concerts and for the shows that Victor is putting on?
And that's a great question, and I'm not going to get too technical. I'll stick with the basics. One of the major struggles that I know Victor has, as well as, you know, conferences that have come in, is the sound. The sound is, you know, well over 40, almost 50 years old, and we've come a long way in sound. So it's time to update that so we can continue to improve, you know, that continuous improvement model that we all strive for. And then the lighting. Our lighting, you know, you see students up in scaffolding and things like that, which is part of the learning experience, but we really do need to do the lighting update. And then also looking at some of the curtains and the rigging of everything that goes along with having a state-of-the-art theater program. And it'll be baby steps. When I say state-of-the-art, I mean, you know, we're a regional campus, we're on a limited budget, but when the community comes forward, we always seem to make it happen. So I'm really excited. But the 2 first priorities are going to be sound and lighting on the theater stage.